in our line of stellar teachers, Shari and Herout. Shari has been teaching for 19 years, 3 of which have been at Foxboro Elementary in the Travis Unified School District. Having taught elementary, middle, and high school, Shari brings a vast range of experience to her kindergarten classroom and a broad view of what constitutes outstanding teaching at all levels. She understands the challenges that many of her students face, and she helps her students overcome those challenges so that success can not only be achieved, but also savored. Shari says, "I am challenged to learn beyond what I ever imagined I would need to know when I entered this profession, as I teach students with a variety of challenges from Down syndrome to autism." Shari believes a child's mind is like a perfect garden, just right for nurturing good character, strong values, and a keen work ethic that will help drive humanity to its next level of greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, Shari and Herout.
Thank God for Diet Coke. I am truly one of the luckiest people here tonight because I get to teach kindergarten. I get to see the world through the eyes of 4-, 5-, and 6-year-olds every day. And what an amazing, empathetic, enthusiastic, forgiving, awe-inspiring, and miraculous world it is. I work with many inventors and researchers who have no inhibitions and who place no limitations on their potential. They encourage empathetically and without competition, and generously give loving hugs and celebratory high fives without filtering their emotions. They live, they dream, and they achieve big. As a kindergarten teacher, I get to celebrate a child's first lost tooth, cherish the aha moments of when they really learn to read, and witness the students' awe and exhilaration as they watch chicks hatch out of the egg and butterflies hatch out of chrysalises. Those daily miracles help us remember that teaching is more than just a job. It's an art. It's a craft that takes a lifetime to master. And I am here tonight to celebrate with others who embrace this lifelong journey. This night brings me back to when I was in kindergarten, and yes, it was post the Jurassic period, just in case you were wondering. It was the day I got to read Go Dog Go to my kindergarten class, and as I read that final page and closed the book, my teacher, Mrs. Eaton, she smiled at me with pride-filled eyes, and she simply said, "Congratulations, Shari, you are now a reader." With those simple words, I knew that there was nothing in this world I couldn't do if I put my mind to it. And tonight, the energy and enthusiasm in this room has that same feeling of hope, that there is nothing we can't do if we put our minds to it. One of my favorite quotes is by Marianne Williamson, the author of A Return to Love. She wrote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure." As teachers, let's not be afraid to be everything for ourselves and for our students. Let's not be afraid to celebrate all the great things that we do every day, because when we can celebrate ourselves, we encourage and allow others to celebrate too. In the world of teaching, more is more. It's better to have more love, more empathy, more encouragement, more engagement, more expectation, and more fun. Less is not more. More is more. State Superintendent Rolison's blueprint to educate children in this state is the miracle our children have been praying for. And who better to carry out that miracle than all the miracle workers sitting here in this room this evening? I was reading with one of my students the other day, my sweet little Isaac, who came into the kindergarten at the beginning of the year and did what we lovingly call scream cry for the first half hour of every day for the first whole week of school. That same boy, who now speaks nonstop about how much he loves school and how much he loves learning and how much he loves making his brain grow, and everything else that crosses his mind for that matter. And I asked him how he had learned to read so well. He turned to me, and without skipping a beat, he said, "Well, don't you know? I'm a genius, of course." And he turned back and kept on reading his book. I chuckled inside and apologetically stated, "Oh, I'm so silly me, of course. My old brain just forgets sometimes." And out of the corner of his mouth, he whispered, "It's okay, I forgive you." With that, we remember that we can teach kids to love or to hate, to learn with passion and drive, or waste away with boredom and despair, to blossom brightly or wither away, to inquire, question, and problem solve, or mindlessly regurgitate the facts. Whenever we set high but respectful and individualized expectations for our kids, they rise to the challenge. So tonight I leave each of you with this challenge. I want each of us to return to our schools, our places of employment, our families, and be the miracle worker for at least one person each week. The exponential potential of this butterfly effect leadership will ripple through our communities, and the energy in this room distinguished. As my Taekwondo instructor taught me, we can have excuses or we can have results, but we can't have both. No more excuses. Be the miracle workers at your school and in your families and get the results. Thank you for all of your support tonight. I especially have to thank my family and friends and staff members and superintendent, principal for being here tonight. I have to especially thank my husband and my kids who daily remind me of how lucky I am to be loved so deeply. Have a magical filled evening. Thank you.